My people, I want to ask a question. There's this thing among Christians and traditional worshippers. Why is it that if an Igbo man dies and he has not killed a cow for his late father, his children are not permitted to kill a cow for him unless they kill for his own father? Or a man loses his father-in-law, he cannot present a cow to his in-law unless he kills for his father, and he must be sure his in-law, his late in-law, killed for his own father. I hope you understand what I'm saying. You don't just jump from one other person that has been dead and the cow has not been killed for him, or then jump to the current person. You don't do that. You must have killed a cow for the last man that died before the next man, before the current man. I hope you understand. So this practice is among Christians, traditionalists. I see how important these practices are, because I remember when I lost my dad in 2022, when the particular spot my brother chose for them to bury him, after digging it, they found a skull. They found the skull in that grave. So one of my late father's relative that came around at that moment saw it and said, "This is the woman that was buried here." He knew the history. He knew about it, though he was not present when they were digging the grave, when my brother pointed at that spot. But he said, "This is the person that was buried here. This is the owner of the skull. This skull belongs to so person." I think the scientists could explain better. The skull is just like the last thing that decomposes. It takes decades for the skull to decompose. Now, they didn't just cover it and move to another spot. No, they did something. These are Christians, all right? These are Christians. They did something. They went ahead, they got some leaves from advice, They got some leaves, they got hot drink. This seaman hot drink, serious hot drink. They did 1 or 2 rituals before the grave was covered, just to appease the spirit of the person that was buried there. It shows that they transit to the next place. They are not dead. They are dead physically, but spiritually they are alive. They saw what happened. They are saying it. If the right appeasement was not done, maybe something could happen. But something was done before they covered it and moved to a very, very clean virgin spot. You see that now. I've heard some stories of people who go against this unknowingly and something happens to them, especially the first son of the family, especially the men, it happens, and that's why in Igbo land it's good to come home, be close to your parents, be close to your older relatives, your grandfather. I know one of us must have heard stories like this. These are not superstitious beliefs. These are not cooked up stories. These are real things that happen. These are things that happens, And now these are practices among the traditionalists and the Christians. Now I want to ask, where exactly did this practice come from? What doctrine is this? Christian doctrine or traditional doctrine? I don't really understand, but I really want us to talk about it. Let's communicate, let's learn, let's share experiences and stories. Let's learn, because these are practiced by the Christians and the traditionalists. If you find my video interesting, the topic interesting, you can comment, you can engage, you can also share, like and share. Let's talk about this. These are serious. These are so important. These are things we should do as Igbo, as an Igbo, that we are. We should know our tradition and our custom, the practices that are allowed in our town and the practices that are abhorred in our town, so we don't do things that will invoke the wrath of God, in our town. Different towns have their own tradition. Different, like some tradition, some people, their tradition, when a woman dies, she is taken on her burial day, she is taken to her father's house before she is brought back to her husband's house for the burial proper. Why some people don't do that? I think back in the days in my town, I heard they used to do so, but I think they stopped it. They stopped it.